Hello. How's it going? I crack myself up. Hope you're having a great day. This is Paul Hutchings coming to you with episode 72 of The Good Parts, a daily social media show where I go live Monday through Friday in an effort to share one good part from my life and or business to help you and me create more freedom, prosperity, abundance, goodness, happiness, joy, all the good things you can imagine in life. That's my intention. And in today's Good Parts episode, I'm really excited because, as you may have seen from the title and the intro description, I'm going to be sharing how to build a profitable business without talking about business. Is that even possible? I know that sometimes when people think about starting a business from home, one of the things that holds them back is they don't want to create a certain perception amongst their peers that they might not want to create. And sometimes people think that, well, if I'm always talking about, join my business is amazing, here I am, let's go, that's going to create a perception that's not in alignment with the true picture of who they really are. Well, what if I was to tell you, you actually don't have to do that? If what I share with you today is true, and you'll have to be the judge of that, then it is absolutely possible to build a thriving, profitable, freedom-bringing business without talking about business at least all the time. So I want to recognize people who are tuning in. Guys, thanks for being here live. We got Nick Romani here. Thanks for being here. Laughter is the shortest distance between two people. That's a great phrase. And if you can make yourself laugh, oftentimes others will laugh with you. That's the hope. So apparently Nick thought that was funny. Lori Sue thought that was funny. Gregory Napier, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. William Seong from Singapore, thanks for being here. Danny Krenzes from Wisconsin. Hey, my cheese brother. You going to bring me some cheese when we meet up at one of the next events, Danny? Do you even like cheese? I don't know. I live in Idaho, and so here's the potato capital of the world. But the truth is, I don't really love potatoes. So that's probably true for you too. I don't know. You have to let me know. Stefan Killinger from Bavaria says, Jeeha, cheers from Germany. Thanks for the excitement, Stefan. Good to see you here. And Rob Daniel, hey, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing, man? Love seeing you, Rob. And thank you so much for all you do to lift me up. You lift me up so much over the years. The messages you've sent me, the comments you've left me, they really just mean a lot to me. So thank you for that. And Matthew Martin from Buffalo, New York. Thanks for tuning in, Matthew. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the content. So this was inspired by a couple of messages that I got yesterday. So the first message that I got, I already shared one sentence from that message with you. But let me actually just go ahead and share the whole thing. Because I think it's instructive. So let me see if I can get this on the screen. There we go. So I got a message yesterday. If you scroll to the bottom, it says, I got FLA under you, brother. My way to say all in and no turning back. Hope to learn more from you. So that's one of the products that we have in our company. It's called the Financial Literacy Academy, and it pays a great commission. So I was excited about that. But I was more excited for Mark and the decision that he made and for the things that he shared with me in this message. So there's a sentence here where he said, I mean, dude, you aren't on Facebook pushing, check out this business that makes you money. You talk about anything and everything and bring it back to your business. It's genius. So thank you so much for the great compliment, Mark. I really appreciate that. But that's the line, right? Like I'm not on Facebook all the time, social media all the time saying, get my business, get my business, get my business. Everyone's going to get rich if they get in my business. That's not me. I don't want to be that person. There may have been times in my past where that maybe was a little bit of me when I first got started and I really wanted to be successful. But that's not me today. It doesn't resonate with me and how I want to live and show up in the world. So I don't do that all the time. And somehow I still find myself in this great situation where I'm earning a great freedom income and I can be my true authentic self. I don't have to fit myself into a little box, a little niche, as they say in marketing. So I am going to talk a little bit more about that, but I want to, as a way to introduce it, share one more message I got yesterday that relates to this topic. So I got a message from a lady who I have connected with from time to time over the last couple of years on mainly social media. And I'm not going to share her name, but she sent me this message yesterday. And the way the message started was she told me that someone had showed her a home business, and she sent me a message and said, "Do you know this person?" And I said, "No, I don't know this person." And I was curious, like, why she was asking me about that. And I said, are you looking at starting a home-based business? And let's see, it looks like I forgot to bleep out her name. So you're just gonna have to trust me that this message is real, but I'll read it to you. She said, "Okay, I'm just leery of scams. And here's the money phrase. If you guys want a money phrase, here is the money phrase that almost nobody in online marketing that I'm aware of is talking about. Everybody's talking about traffic, leads, fast sales, get rich quick, automated system, right? These are the buzzwords that most everybody talks about. Here's my definition of a money word. This is what she said. She said, I know you can be trusted. I know you can be trusted. So when someone else sent her a business, rather than click the link and join, she paused and thought, wait, Paul, I know Paul and I trust Paul. Let me reach out to Paul and connect with Paul because I trust Paul. So of course, I'm so thankful for that. And I said, thank you very much. I appreciate that. One of the greatest compliments I could receive. She said, you're very welcome. And then she said, you are one of the only people I would join in business. I'm not sure what you do, but your group looks like a bunch of great people. So again, another great compliment, but check that phrase out. I'm not sure what you do. See, if I was posting all the time about my business, there would be no confusion about what I do. Everyone would know because I'd be talking about it all the time, but I don't do that. And that's a benefit because you can show up in the world in a way that builds trust, that builds value, that delivers value to people, that people appreciate. And in the process of doing that, people get to know you, they get to trust you, and there still is a little curiosity maybe sometimes of, man, I sure don't know what that guy does, but it must be good. And so there's that curiosity, and curiosity is a great principle in marketing. You want people to be curious, so they'll want to know, they'll want to reach out, they'll want to take the next step. So anyway, the conversation continues on. I said, thank you so much. Again, that means so much. Are you looking to start a business at the moment? And then the conversation continues where I'm now in a conversation where hopefully I can help this person. Do I want to sell this person? No, I don't. I just want to help this person. I want to help her make a good decision for herself. If that's joining with me, great. If it's joining somewhere else, great. If it's staying out of home business altogether, I'm fine with that. But if I can be of service and help clarify some things so that she can see more clearly what's involved in building a business from home, then I'd love to do that. But back to the point of the live, how do you build a business without talking about your business all the time? And here's my simple answer. You live your best life, and then you communicate in your marketing with the intention of striving to help others also live their best life. So for me, that includes, moments with my family where I made a good decision to invest more time with my kids. That includes maybe some lifestyle. I got a new purchase I'm excited about. That includes an idea that can help somebody's life. That's something good to share, right? My friend Joe, who's a very, very successful man, he coined a phrase, share something worthwhile. So a lot of people, and I think that's such a brilliant phrase. A lot of people in direct sales, when they hear that phrase, share something worthwhile, they would immediately say, oh yeah, my products. Oh yeah, my business. That's what's worthwhile. I'm going to share that all the time, every day. I'm going to make sure everyone knows about it. And yeah, that's one approach. But another approach is, what's worthwhile from my life that's worth sharing? What's worthwhile from my mind that's worth sharing? What's worthwhile from the things I'm learning that are helping me that might also be able to help someone else? And if you're doing that, then it seems the effect is people are drawn to you. They appreciate you. They know you. They like you. They trust you. And then every once in a while, you can work in some things about your business, but it doesn't have to be all the time. And so that's how, in my opinion, you can build a business, a thriving business, without talking about business all the time. Now, you know what? I'm gonna talk just about a couple other things real quick, because I want to. I think these things would be valuable, but also for a lot of people actually, but also for this one lady in particular who sent me this message. So as I quizzed her down a little bit, and asked her if she was wanting to start a business from home. She told me, I need to do something for additional income, but I can't sell anything and I don't make videos. So I'm not sure what I can do online to generate some decent income. And so I said, so she says she can't sell anything. So if you're building a business from home, you know, the movement of products and services, a lot of people would call sales, and that's where the income comes from. So if she thinks she can't sell and that's required, obviously it's kind of like, no, not for me, right? Um, so I said this, I said, I hear you. One of the things I love about home business is technically you don't have to be good at sales to have success. And I want to qualify that. Um, what is sales? I think a lot of people think sales is the slimy cars, and not all car salespeople are slimy. I used to work in the car business. I worked at an auto auction, so I'm not saying all car salespeople are slimy, but there's a stereotypical image of a used car salesman that when you show up to the lot, they're just going to say anything and everything to get you to sign that paper and take that car home and part with your money. And you're like, sale, like, so if that's your idea of sales, I can totally relate. I wouldn't want to be good at that type of sales either. But there is another type of sales that is more specific to building a business from home that is not the same as the sales that everyone usually thinks about. And so that's the idea that I'm hoping to communicate to this friend and anyone else who might be listening and thinking about, like, gosh, I'd love to build a residual income from home. I'd love to disconnect my time from my money. I'd love to have a sense of meaning and purpose and impact. I'd love to help people. They want all these things, but then they're like, I'm not good at sales, therefore I can't do it. So if that's you, what I'm about to say, I think can help you. It can help you maybe decide that home business is not for you. And that's great, because I'm going to tell the truth. And I don't care if the truth results in you not joining me or someone else. I'd rather you have the truth. So the truth is, with sales in a home-based business, it's different in two ways. The first way it's different is that typically companies will have a sales presentation. So the sales presentation's job is to present the opportunity, the vision, the products, the comp plan, and really kind of do most of the selling, right? And then as an affiliate or a rep, your job is to find people who have a desire to earn more income, or who have some kind of problem that the product or service can solve. And then when you find those people, and how do you find those people? There are two ways to find those people. So again, if you're thinking about starting a home business and you want to know what's involved, this is what's involved. Okay. Two ways to find those people. Number one, you connect with people like a normal human and have conversations and ask questions and listen to what people tell you. That's way number one. Way number two is you create content that adds value to people's lives. And then in the process of that, you attract people to you, and you have an invitation. Now, an invitation comes in the content, but it also comes in the conversation. So again, back to the prospecting conversation, if you want to call it prospecting, which I'm not a huge fan of, because when I connect with people, I like to think that my goal is to make a friend, make them smile, find out about their lives, maybe share something worthwhile that may or may not be my business. And then through that process, I'm listening and I'm looking for, does this person have a need, or does this person have a desire? Now, if they don't have a need or a desire, your job is done. You don't have to invite them to do anything. And I think when people think of sales, they think I got to go out and I got to talk to people and I got to push them into the business. I guess that's how some people do it, but that's not how I do it. That doesn't feel good to me. So if you can and are willing to talk to people and care about them and want to make a difference in their life, and in the process of doing that, listen to what they say. And then if you're willing to learn a simple phrase like, I know you told me that, you wanted to do something for additional income. Hey, thanks for sharing that with me. If I could show you something that could help you grow that additional income, that, would you be open to taking a look at it? That's it. Does that sound like sales? I mean, it is and it isn't, right? Like, it's not the traditional sales that people think, but it's a sales process that works. And it's a sales process that values people and values relationships and values reputation. So that's the first way. The second way, again, is the content. Like I'm doing right now, I'm creating content. My goal is to shine some light into your life, whether you join me or not, lift you, inspire you, help you see that better things are waiting for you in your future if you decide to take action and have faith and move forward. That's my goal with the content. But at the end of the content, I'm going to give a call to action. And the call to action is simply, hey, if you got value from this content, you want to learn more from me, go to this website, subscribe to my email list. And then on that page, I have a little button that showcases my business so that when people go to that link, if they want, they'll see that, they'll click on it, they'll learn about my business. Well, what if they don't want? Then they'll just ignore the button. Does that sound like sales? I mean, to me, it doesn't sound like sales. It just sounds like, living a great life, doing your best to shine light into the world and to help people, not push anyone to do anything they don't want to do, not push anything to do anything that's not good for them. So yeah, I wanted to pass that along because I think a lot of people have that misconception. But those two things are the things that are required to build a business from home. So you have to be willing to do one of them if you want to have success in a home business. And my belief is that these things can be learned. And my belief also is that these things can be so much fun when done in the right way. So many conversations I've had with people that have just added value to my life, have taught me something that I could then use to teach to someone else to help them. So yeah, I think this is the best business in the world, obviously, because I'm doing it. But yeah, so how to build a business without talking about business. That was the topic. Hopefully I expressed a little bit of that and gave you some insight on how I do it. And then also hopefully I helped a little bit with the sales perception. So, and then last thing, this particular friend of mine said, I don't think I would be good at any sales or even trying to get people to buy. So I never try to get people to buy. I mean, I have, but like these days, I don't try to get people to buy. I would prefer that only the people who want to buy are the ones who buy. That's my preference. And one of my early mentors taught me people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So if you can create a situation and an atmosphere where people are buying because they want to, and then all you're doing is you're being a helpful facilitator, a guide. You're not there to influence the outcome one way or another. The only goal you have in that interaction, from a business standpoint, is once someone says they're interested or open, now the goal is to just get them the truth so that they can make the decision that they want to make. So then she also says, I've tried so many times and lost so much money in the past. So I'm very sorry to hear that. That's one of the inspirations that was in us when we started our company. We wanted to make sure that everyone who came within our sphere of influence only had a benefited life and not money lost. And so that's one of the reasons in our business, people can get started for $25 a month. And that's a great place to start if you want to test the waters. $25 a month, I don't think that's going to cause anyone to go broke, and we pay a $20 residual commission. So, but yeah, we wanted to do that so that people wouldn't lose money. I don't recommend people go in debt. I don't recommend people lose money in home business. I mean, the goal is to make money, right? So you don't want to lose money. But she said also, I have tried so many times in the past And so my question at this point, were we having a one-on-one conversation, is I would say, what did you try and how did you try it? Because if she tried things in the past that were using methods taught by others that are either less effective or too salesy or too pushy, or a phrase was wrong or an approach was wrong, then that could be the reason why she didn't see success in the past. And the reason I would want to find that out is because if I can see something that I can improve on, then I can say, thanks for sharing that with me. I can see why maybe that didn't work. If I could show you a better way that might actually work, would you be open to that? And then I could share a strategy, like a language strategy or an invitation strategy or whatever I could get from my brain that might help her. And then if she perceived that, oh, if I can do it that way, I would feel good about that. And I could see that there's a chance and a potential for my success. Now she would want to get started and move forward potentially. So I am rambling now, but that's what was on my mind, heart, and brain today. So I wanted to pass that along. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We have a lot of comments here, so I'm going to get to those. But I do want to give a non-salesy invitation. And that is, if you got value from this video and you want more content from me in the future, would love to invite you to subscribe to me on social media. And if you want to get my best content and make sure you always get it, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my email list. And you can do that by visiting the link here on the screen, paulhutchings.net/GIFTS. And if you want to learn about the business that I'm building, you can find that on that page as well. But you don't have to, right? Only if you want to. All right. So I'm going to come back to the comments and check what's going on here. So David Twomey, Pleasanton, California. Thanks for tuning in, David. Jeff Topper says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Wow, that is so powerful. And what if, I'm just throwing it out there, guys. Like, what if we could just be who we are and not try to fit ourselves into a box, live our best life, and then just do our best to pass along the best ideas, moments, experiences that we have in an effort to help others' lives be better also. Like, I love that idea. William Seong says, people love to buy and hate to be sold. And when you are not selling, they want to know what you are marketing, right? It shocks people. They're like, wait, what? Where's the sales pitch? Where's the get in now or your life is going to be horrible? Why is that not there? So that's such a great point, William. Thanks for posting that. Danny says, I like cheese, especially on potatoes. Maybe we'll have to meet halfway between Wisconsin and Idaho and have a cheese potato. One of these things, I'll make it to Freedom Fest. And one of these years, I'll make it to Freedom Fest and bring some fresh cheese. Awesome. I'd love that, Danny. Gregory Napier says, that is awesome. People always want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. A true story. Nick says, in my opinion, that's providing value to the marketplace and gain trust and let people get to know you and who you are with authenticity. Show people the real you, your family, and what you do. People will do business with someone they know, like, and trust and feel comfortable with. Yes, absolutely. And also, guys, if you want more content on this specific topic, I did host the Grow Rich Mastermind this morning. And if you go to my page here, you'll find a button for the Grow Rich Mastermind. You can listen to the replay. And I go into a little bit more depth on, this type of a strategy that I've been using and that I love. I really do love it. Rob Daniels says, building strong foundations. They can't even see what it is yet, but they don't have to. They see and hear the integrity of the foundations. Yep. Sometimes who you are speaks so loudly, I cannot even hear the words you say, right? That's a phrase that I like. Lori Sue says, brilliant phrase. Share something worthwhile from my mind and life, learning and laughter. Glad you liked it, Lori Sue. I'll let my friend Joe know. Gregory Napier says, oh, Lori Sue, you know Joe. It's Joe Perry. So just so you know, that's where that phrase came from. Gregory Napier says, lifestyle and value are very good to share with the world. Yes, yes, yes. Sales is a transformation of feelings, right? Yeah, okay, so this is one of the things I talked about on the morning call today. Really, the way I see sales in this type of environment, which again is different from every other sales situation you could imagine. Sales is a process of building trust and belief. What are you building trust and belief in? You're building trust and belief in you as a person. You're building trust and belief in you first, because then if they trust and believe you as a person, then they know that the things you say after that are honest, and they can maybe also trust and believe those things. So trust and belief, number one. But then after that, it's trust and belief in whatever it is that you're offering, the company, the products. It's trust and belief that this person in their better future, trust and belief in them. Like, does the thing work? Is there trust and belief in the thing? Is there trust and belief in you? And then is there trust and belief that the person you're working with, that they can actually do it? So if you engage in this process in the right way, in one right way, what I think is really happening is a relationship is being built. Trust and belief in you is going up. They're knowing, liking, and trusting you. And then trust and belief in themselves and their better future is going up. And if trust and belief in themselves and their better future and that they can do it all goes up, why in the world would they not want to take that action step to fill out the form and get started on their better future? They would want to do that. So the way I see it, it's all trust and belief. So transformation of feelings. What's the transformation? Transformation in the person is, I don't know this person. I don't know if I like this person. I don't know if I can trust this person. That's number one. Okay, now I'm starting to transform in my feelings. Like, hey, I think this person is really honest. I think they're really trying to help me. I don't think they're going to lie to me. So that's a transformation of feeling. And then as a result of your engagement with that person, the other transformation is, I want to do it. I want the benefits, but I can never do that. Or I want the benefits, but I've tried so many times in the past, it didn't work. And so if you are helping that person in the right way, you're creating aha moments in their mind where they're starting to have the transformation of, oh, maybe this is different. Maybe I could do this. Wow, this is kind of exciting. Okay, yeah, I'd like to get started, So that's the transformation of feeling. So Danny, I love that phrase that you shared. Sales is a transformation of feeling. Yes. And, I think Zig Ziglar said sales is a transference of feeling, but it's also a transformation, right? It's transference. You're transferring your belief in what you're doing and in that person and in their potential. You're taking your belief and you're transferring it over to that person. So it's a transference and it's a transformation. Gregory Napier says the truth is always better. Amen to that. I think the truth is the best and most underutilized sales strategy in the world. That's my opinion. Jeff Topper says, sales is not something you do to someone. It's something you do for and with someone. Yep, that's it. So true. Make a friend, share your story, and listen to them. Yep, make a friend, share your story. Yep, absolutely. Nick says, you're providing value to them and give them a choice to make that decision to push that button. Yep, absolutely. Greg says, you have added a ton of value to my life, Paul. Yay! Thank you so much, Gregory. Goal achieved. Well, I want to do more. I want to add more values, but that makes me feel so good. I really appreciate that. And likewise, William says, yes, getting value every time I watch your live. Yay! Thank you so much. I appreciate that, William. Gio says, yes, when you try to jam someone into a business, they will most likely get started and quit within the next week because they aren't ready for what it really takes to build a business. No shortcuts in this business. I love that, Gio. Thank you for sharing that. And Gio, I want to let you know, I was thinking about you last night and yesterday, and just thinking about the leadership that I see in you and the power that I see in you and the person I see you as now and as who you're becoming. And I want to say thank you for, just being a great person who inspires me. Ashley Casper says, I love the way HBA teaches. It's a way that feels good for both parties involved because that's what it's all about in the end anyway. Right? Isn't it? Like, yeah, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Greg says, that's a great point. Thank you. Danny says, wow, I'm still growing, right? I don't think it stops. Hopefully we're going to keep growing all the way to the end. David Twomey says, once they get to know you, like you, trust in your authenticity, they will believe in you and believe in themselves. That is the hope. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching this extra long live today. The truth is, I really do love you. I really do believe in you. I really do think that you have better things waiting in your future. I really would just love for more people to drop the doubts, step into faith, follow their inner voices, do the things that make their hearts sing, and move toward freedom. I think everyone should be free. I hope, I think it's such a gift. And, we can do that. We can do that for ourselves and for others. So, all right, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow in tomorrow's good parts. I'm running out of get attention ideas. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to have another one pop in my mind tomorrow. So come back to see what that one is. All right. Take care, guys. Bye for now.